they just try to catch a popular vote.
Yeah, but back to the heart disease. How many actually any in the record? How about the Sarawak scenario? Is it heart disease patients alone?
I mean, earlier when you statistics, heart disease, I always said, especially in conjunction with World Heart Day, the South Heart Foundation, started by Dr. Amar Laila and now chaired by our TYT, has always tried to do the public awareness. And public awareness, a few things that you need to bear in mind. Heart disease is never too young, number one. And it's a matter of time for everyone to get heart disease. And thirdly, why is a matter of time? Because water pipe at home. After 50 years, which water pipe is not rusty? After 50 years, your artery get blocked. So why I said that it's never too young is that because heart disease is basically worsened by our modern days living, worsened by our lifestyles, and we spend a lot of money to eat. We spend more money to cure, to treat the disease. So I always joke that why we do this, because it's good for economics. Otherwise, the money doesn't move around. Because if you don't eat, the hawkers, the restaurant have no business. If you don't get heart disease, the doctor has no business. The pharmacy has no business. So at the end of the day, it's so important for everybody to have disciplines. The method, the things that you eat, the exercise that you must have, and have regular checkup. Right? It's because the water pipe get rusty, your artery or the heart get blocked, and that's when you get heart attack. And never too young to get heart disease. And in fact, from the post-mortem, we know that the arteries start getting blocked when you are 20 years old. Generation they're all very tall because of food and exercise. Yeah, and the generation which can't. This is what I mean. It's so hard to collect some of these data because you're waiting for people to get heart attack. I mean, it's not very nice, but you want to speak of facts, and you need to collect enough, to know, and so on. So, Ellen, we provide the rest of the class.
Okay, for Malaysia, the heart center is not in hospital at the moment. For outpatient visit, outpatient checking type tests, we are doing about 30,000 per year now. But 30,000 per year in the context of a Sarawak population of 3 million, around there, is still very little. So we're only at the 1%, partly because of the kind of condition we are getting at and the referral are picking up. So that is about 30,000 diagnostic tests and clinic appointments. In terms of treatment delivery, actually the treatment provided, including unblocking the artery, bypass operation, putting in pacemaker, we should be touching about the 1,500 mark this year easily. Probably this kind of number is, again, for the population of Sarawak, it's only the tip of the iceberg. There's much more we can do, especially when the infrastructure improves, and this is very important here, especially the Pan-Borneo Highway and the better infra coming from the rural to the urban areas. This number and the demand for the treatment will go up.
Yeah.
For sure. Nobody wants to die. Cancer, eventually people will die. When you get cancer. But heart attack, when you get it, people can die immediately. Cancer, you can die eventually. So this is the actual number. In terms of the risk factor of heart disease, this has been an issue that has been a long-standing thing for many, many years. The National Health and Mobility Survey, Mobility Survey, is going on for over 30 years now. And what we have seen is a larger population getting this, what they call the silent killer, which is high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. And these are things that have to be checked. But the most obvious thing is smoking. Yeah, smoking is something you can see, and it's modifiable and easy to stop. Putting all that into context, just like the World Heart Day, TYT also mentioned, we are doing a lot less exercise now because of the convenience and of the technology now. We are doing, like Dr. Sim said, we're spending more money on food rather than exercise. Exercise is free. and many other plans. But obesity is a big problem for us. Now, obesity can be easily measured by a BMI, your weight divided by your height squared. Yeah? Anything more than 30 is obese, anything more than 35 is overweight. So we're getting more and more of these type of patients, and obesity is linked to many problems, not just to heart problems. So I think prevention is always better than cure. Check-up is also important, but our function here is also for the awareness. That means when people eventually get sick, they should be able to access the healthcare facility. And doing an ECG at the very front line is a life-saving exercise.